Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo. And what I'm bringing you today is a comparison between Ciro Marchetti's latest deck, the Encore Tarot, versus his Retrospective Tarot put out a couple years ago. The reason I'm doing the comparison this way is because both decks are based on images. Some of his favorite images from previous decks, and I really want to see if we've got a whole lot of repeats, or if he has just totally gone off the rails different with the Encore Tarot. So let's jump right into it. So we're starting off with the Fool, very much, obviously, very different. Same with the Magician. Okay, we have our first repeat in the High Priestess. Another with the Empress. As you can see, the styles are very different. The coloring, how they computerized it, all that stuff is very different. Now with this one, we have the same image of the Emperor, but we have it set with different backgrounds. So that makes that card a little different. The Hierophant in Faith. Oh, so yeah, this I forgot that this actually, the Retrospective Tarot has two versions of the Hierophant, both different than what we're looking at. The Lovers, I'm seeing some similarity in the imagery. Different on the Chariot, different on Strength. Repeat on the Hermit. Semi-repeat on the Wheel of Fortune. Almost a carbon copy on the Hanged Man. Definitely different on Death. Temperance. The Devil. Almost an exact copy. Tower is different. The Star is a repeat. The Moon is a semi-repeat. Sun different. All right, both decks have the Palace card. Okay, so what I'm gathering is we have quite a few repeat cards in the major arcana and a number in the minor. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. I mean, obviously, if you take a look at the cards side by side, they're very different in how they've been worked, but it's quite clearly, you know, the same image that's just been computerized and changed. I absolutely love this Two of Swords. And that one too, but I think out of the two, this is my favorite. Where's my three? Oops. Okay, so we actually do have two Three of Swords in the Retrospective Tarot. So we'll flip through that, and we're at 4. Honestly, if even as much of a fan as I am of Ciro Marchetti's work, if I had realized that there were so many repeats in this deck, I probably would have held off on getting it. I mean, I would have gotten it at some point or another, but I might have held off on getting it, on pre-ordering it the way that I did. I can understand why he's done it the way that he's done it. There is a very, even in the repeat images, there is a lot of differences, even when the image is the same, just in the way that it's been reworked, but it doesn't really change up the fact that, yeah, he's got a lot of repeats in this deck. A lot of repeat cards in this deck. This is kind of interesting. I like how, you know, we do basically have the same cards, but in this one, he actually just eliminated the people within that image. So we're just looking at this. There was a lot of editing and a lot of work put into both of these decks. That much is quite obvious. All right, so we're coming up on the end of the comparison between the two. I hope this has helped and will help you to decide which deck or both decks that you want to get. And honestly, you know, I'm not that disappointed that we had so many repeat cards, but personally, I would have liked to seen him change up some of these images and switch them up between the two, so it wasn't so much of a carry, just a carry through of or reworking of the retrospective. So yeah, I would have liked to seen that, but both decks are gorgeous. I'm glad I have them both. So, you know, it's 5 or 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And that has been the comparison between the Retrospective Tarot and the Encore Tarot. And this has been Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo. Do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.